Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm just sitting here with my buddy Ed. I'm Zero. This is my Sid Meier Civilization Beyond Earth stream number 3 for this game. As you can recall from the last two matches, we went with a very heavy military um, starting off so that we would be invulnerable to the insect attacks. I've heard bed bugs are a problem this season, so we're doing our part to keep that to a minimum. Um, as you can see, I've already done 246 turns. I did about 50 turns off camera um, just because things were slowing down and I wanted a chance to practice without screwing up in front of all you wonderful people. So at this point, I'm a little ticked off that the bottom of my screen isn't showing because that means I'm not going to be able to click OK when it comes up. Anyway, yeah, not much going on. Just playing some video games with Ed. Earlier we were playing Lords of the Realm 2. Um, I didn't think to stream it. I'm sorry. That might have been fun to watch and talk about, but it's a very strategic, interesting game. Back to this though. This is like a offspring of this style of gameplay that was mastered in um, early games like Lords of the Realm 2 and Civilization 2 and Warcraft and um, all sorts of stuff dealing with like strategy acquisition, strategic resource acquisition, and territorialism and networking and balancing economies and trade routes and all sorts of stuff. It's really a delight to play, and right now I have it set up with I'm staring at a monitor right now with the game on it, and simultaneously over this way you can see I've got it mirrored on this television. A fun trick for these TVs is if you just press the menu button and then go to video settings, picture settings. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Pic size. Full. And it'll automatically stretch it out so there's no huh. Is that right? For some reason it's doing it at a lower size than it should be. Looks like there's a chunk here that's black. Oh well. Best we can do. So, let me run you through my current situation. I'll start with my capital city. We've got good growth. We've just deployed some orbital satellites to increase our production for these tiles and also provide benefits to strategic resources at various intervals. This city over here, Nyetin Nahiyet Dinah, I don't know how to say it. Whatever it is, it's got placement right where I wanted to build my city, which was kind of frustrating, but I'm playing a savior of mankind for the good army, so I'm going to let it sit there. I'm not going to knock it out and take over it. I even tried building trade routes to it so that they could get resources from convoys to my side, so they could grow and prosper and maybe send me some cash my way as a thanks, which is how these things work. I've got a mag rail going up to my second city I founded, which is Manuel. Periodically, this tile right here spawns insect mounds. I have culturally acquired it, so I don't know if that's going to still happen, but it was a problem previously. Just north of that, I've got a forward position. I've recently made expensive incursions into this jungle where insects were swarming from, and I've got it connected with Magrail, and it's also got a route that I'm constructing to the west with some difficulty due to all the miasma in this area to my next city, which is Santo Adrial. How do you pronounce that, Eddie?
Adrial, yeah.
Santo Adria?
Adrial. Yeah.
Adriel? Adriel? Complex. I bet that's supposed to be an umlaut, not a tilde. I don't think tildes go over A's, as far as I know. I don't know how to pronounce that anyway. I've also got a colony ship right here that's going to be um, building in a new city right up here to protect my trade convoys and collect strategic resources. I've got a city that was supposed to be built right up here where Liberty is, but Central Station got to it first, so it's theirs now. But I did build the next spot over that was desirable to cover territory. And then I've got Field out in the middle of nowhere and having trouble getting roads to it, which is bad news. So I'm planning on getting to it from the southwest. Since it's stuck out there. And my last city of note is Bordadura, over here by the African nations. They were having insect trouble, so I built an advanced base in order to help them keep off the bugs. Um, that's my cities of note. My last city is Batista Aldea, which I built on the coasts in hopes that I could one day travel to the eastern continents over here, like Khrabrost, the Russian side, and maybe do some trade missions with them, do some open borders, that kind of thing. But there are like monsters in the water that can knock out vessels, so I've been hesitant to even try. I've been lucky to not have any siege worms, but I hope that's not troubling my neighbors on the other continent. Okay, so now let's get to the unit orders stuff. So here's the unit we've got. I believe he was clearing miasma. Well, he or she was clearing miasma and building roads out to Batista Aldea so that it could get additional income from the cities. I do have a civilization advancement that makes road and magril upkeep free, so that should keep me from going broke on all my roads. Turn's over. That's all I had to do. So next turn, we'll see what happens in the intro. Alright, we got done building our road. It just established a city connection between our capital, Cittadella, and Boa Esperança, and Santo Adriel. I'm so butchering those. I don't even know. I don't have the foggiest how they're pronounced. So this is just a regular road. I'm going to upgrade it to Magrail. 7 turns will cost me 2 energy, which is waived thanks to my Civ advancement. This place is building what? An armor? Oh, that's gonna be handy. Where do we want to put this armor, Ed?
Defensive structure.
I'll show you what it looks like. This thing.
Is it a defensive structure?
It's a mobile infantry. They've got like tank treads on a. It looks like a F1 Humvee hybrid.
I don't know. What would you need to defend it?
Well, this place already has a marine stationed. But these African guys have been like sending spies and also sending threats about how I treat the insects. They want me to come like deal with insects, but they want me to do it peacefully somehow, which I don't really get. So I don't know if they're gonna attack me or not. It's on easy, so there's a good chance they won't. But I'm still a little worried. So maybe we can set the armor up.
Is this against AI or against online against other users?
Against AI. So we'll set him to alert. He'll wake when he sees an enemy. Our colony ship, where's it gonna build? Huh. Maybe on top of this fruit. And Dorado has to build a unit now. What are they going to make? Let's make an orbital thing to clear the miasma away. It's called a miasmatic repulsor. Ain't that a mouthful? Done building that orbital, so might as well make some more workers. We got a culture advancement. We get to pick a virtue. +3 orbital coverage provided by stations you trade with. Or 10% protection towards a unit for each upgrade it has. Most of my units have one upgrade, so that'll be a 10% less cost to make them, and the rest will go into the bank account as spill off. So we'll do integrated arms. 3 more of those red virtues until we get our next synergy, which will be to choose one free item, and 8 more tier 3 virtues, which are the really hard to get ones before I get a global 10% to everything in my bookkeeping catalog. Includes culture and energy and production and food and health and so on. This guy needs orders. Aggro. Here's the repulsor. It's done building, so let's launch it. And this is where we're going to send it, right here. To clear off all this space. Delicious. Okay, now this colony can build. So we found an outpost. The fruit on this tile will be replaced once the action has been completed. Next turn. Okay, we're done clearing the miasma on this basalt, so we'll construct a quarry so we can get extra production from it. Then we'll go for this float stone for no reason whatsoever, since we have 23 of it all unused because there's not enough structures and units that even require this stuff to bother even acquiring it. But then there's the fire axite, which we'll get next. And then the silica, I don't think is strategic. It's just like food or something. It'll help my city grow. Okay, what I usually do is focus on increasing a city's production. Then I go for culture. Then I go for science. Then I go for energy. Then I go for health. But my health is kind of low, so I'd better build a pharma lab here and get that out of the way quickly. More workers. It has plains, miasma, one food, one production. And this is forest and plains, one food, one production. I would rather build on top of a forest, honestly, than a miasma. We'll live in the trees, if they're friendly. Trees can be unfriendly too, you know. Collect some fiber, that should be good. Meanwhile, this orbital is
Targowlia opiera się nie na
clearing
potrzebach,
miasma.
a na sprawiedliwości.
What is this now, General?
Vadim.
Vadim Kozlov. Koslov. Oslov. Oslov. Oslav. Oh, he's just a Slav. That's very... I don't know what Vadim means, but his last name is literally a Slav. I guess he's standing in for a lot of people. It's a big name. I don't think my name's that big. So he's got what on the table? He wants to... Oh, the deal that strengthened our two nations was when he begged me for energy in exchange for nothing.
Yeah.
How about you take some of this floatstone too? How about two